From the News Channel 8 studios, Let's Talk Live with your hosts, Natasha Barrett and Doug McElway.
Hey, welcome to this Friday edition of Let's Talk Live.
And thank God it is Friday. I still sound like a man, don't I? Look at the look you're giving me. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, she's getting sick.
She's getting sick. She is sick. I'm here for you, Doug.
I'm going to sit over in this seat.
I'm here
right
to give.
Don't touch. Talk.
Listen to this. I'm sure that people that are working the audio system really appreciate my voice today. Well, I'm here. Doug's here. We've got a great show. We're going to start off with some comedy.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
And also on the show, why spending 5 minutes on a thank you card could make the difference in your life.
Also, what hot new restaurants are getting rave reviews from some area critics.
And while going green on your wedding, it's becoming more popular. And people say it's a thing to do, and it's easier than ever now.
You know, you hear more and more, and you see more and more these days that etiquette is a lost art.
Yeah, it's all an email, a text, a Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good
Lol.
enough. Lol?
Lol. LOL.
You just found that out. Did you just find that out?
Was that good etiquette? No. No, it's bad etiquette.
But one thing that is hanging on for dear life, of course, is our thank you note, and we're going to try to change that today.
Yeah, and while most people think that, thank yous are for maybe just for weddings or for birthday parties, everyday thank you notes can be a really welcome surprise that gets you ahead in life. Heidi Kallett is here from her stationery store, the Dandelion Patch, and she has some words of wisdom for penning your gratitude. Thank you so much for coming in today. You know, I was reminded of the first George Bush president, the elder George Bush. He was famous for writing handwritten notes to everybody who crossed his path, from the lowest person, on the pecking order to the most important person in the world. And everybody kept George Bush handwritten notes. It got him ahead in life.
Makes an impression.
It does. You know, it's 5 minutes a week. Write a thank you note to someone. It's a better way to live, actually. Be grateful.
Are we just becoming lazy, do you think, Heidi? What's up with us?
I do. I think so. I think it's the whole social phenomenon of the Twitter, the LOL, or, the UR for your.
Right.
I'm worried that people are going to not know how to spell anymore.
I know. It's already happening, in fact.
That's true. Absolutely.
And part of it starts with stationery too. You got to have the right piece of paper to write it on, because a notebook, ripped out of a spiral.
Well, sure. I mean, make life easy for yourself. Find stationery that you enjoy, have postage stamps on hand, make sure that you have a nice pen that you enjoy writing with, and schedule time for yourself, 5 minutes every week, and you can write a thank you note. I actually did it with a mastermind group for business peer-to-peers, and I challenged them. I called it the Heidi Challenge. I challenged them to write 52 thank you notes in a year. And this was in 2008 when the markets were crumbling a little bit.
Have they done it yet?
And actually we did it for the entire year through 2009. And we started with 52 thank you notes. We started writing our prospects, of course, and then we ended up writing our best clients, and then we ended up writing our employees, thanking them for being part of this fabulous team. And then our vendors. It was the snowball that kept gaining momentum. And at the end of the day, all of us posted better returns than our competitors.
You know, and I believe that, because I got to tell you, you don't get much in the mail anymore. Email is so common. Everybody uses that. It's high tech. It's easier. But when you get something in the mail, you feel a little special no matter who you are. Like someone took the time to write it, put a stamp on it, and use slug mail.
Right. Well, and email, you don't really know. Was it somebody's assistant that sent it? Was there?
Right.
I don't know. It's just not as personal.
And even corporate stationery has its limitations, because if you get a letter on a corporate stationery, the person might be thinking, well, maybe their boss told them to write the thank you note or something to that effect. But when it's your own name on top of that stationery, it's from the heart.
I agree. I mean, you take 5 minutes out of your time, somebody recognizes that.
Where should we not send a thank you email? Let's break that down. I'm guessing wedding thank yous.
Absolutely. Certainly a job opportunity. If you go on an interview, you absolutely need to be following up with a personal thank you note. In fact, it's surprising to me. I own a stationery business, and I interview young women for these positions, and they do not follow up with a thank you note. That's like rule number one. Exactly. I own a stationery store. Get with the program. So always with a job interview.
Anything else that you've seen that is just the tackiest of all tackiest, and you don't have to name names?
Well, it's not necessarily a thank you note, but I just got an email today from Oh, I shouldn't say.
Yeah, from Anonymous.
From Anonymous, and they were basically inviting an entire group of people via email to a baby shower for somebody that I didn't know, and you didn't even need a reply. You just showed up.
I wouldn't think that's bad. That's bad? Was it like an Evite?
It was not an Evite, and it's not that it was electronic.
Oh, you said it was an email.
It was an email, and it was really just a blast email to probably an entire database saying, come shower this woman with a baby shower gift. We're getting off topic, but
no, but I like this because I think some people think that's okay, and I think there would be a half kind of vote in the room. You get evites. Is that bad?
I mean, I definitely see the appropriateness of evites for the backyard barbecue. I mean, I get that. I do.
Casual stuff.
Casual stuff. A group of girlfriends getting together for cocktails at night. I understand. That totally makes sense.
Okay.
It's not necessary to have that kind of formal invitation.
So if you're going to go this route, very productive route of actually doing it on stationery, what are some rules for the kind of stationery you should have? I know boys and girls, different stationery,
I mean,
obviously.
there's masculine and feminine, but I also think there's casual versus formal. So in the instance of the job interview, certainly less is more. So white, ivory, stick to black, navy blue, dark green, a burgundy in color as far as your name on it. Save the glitters.
Your name should be at the top, right, front and center. Is that right?
It can be. It doesn't have to be.
Better cardstock. I've always thought with the resume you want to, drop a couple more dollars to make it better than the white sheet of paper in the printer.
I agree. Save the glitter and the high heels.
The glitter.
And should it have a formal representation, Mr. Doug McElway, Anchorman, or should it be Doug
I think
McElway?
I should have Mr. Doug McElway, Anchorman. Yes, everyone should have that. You should have your, again, casual with just your name that says Doug, and maybe a little more formal.
So two different varieties would be appropriate.
Sure, you can have many for your wardrobe.
For your wardrobe. Just keep the high heels and your glitter. Man about town. Oh my goodness. Heidi, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. It's
Appreciate
Great to see you. Great advice, too.
All right, up next, why the military could be changing a long-standing policy. We'll tell you what it is.
And don't forget to send us any thoughts on anything we've talked about today. Back with more of Let's Talk Live right after this.